Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I am Victoria-Monique, and if you're looking to feel yourself, love yourself back into wholeness, then you came to the right place. Or if you're just curious how the law, how some people call it, works, how the teachings of Bashar, Abraham Hicks, Neville Goddard, Seth, the Council, how these teachings can help you live an even more amazing life, then you came to the right address. So today I want to go into a question that one of my viewers has, and it's about picking the perfect affirmation for her to make the most out of selling a piece of land that she has inherited from her mother. So Raisa, this is for you, this video, and for anyone else who is looking to find the perfect affirmation. So in my opinion, there's no such thing as the perfect affirmation because we change constantly and everything changes constantly around us. And I mean that literally. And I quote Bashar here from one of the videos that I've been using in my video a couple of times now. And that is that we shift from parallel reality to parallel reality every moment. So every moment you are a completely new person. And so with regards to the perfect affirmation, I have a different idea. So what I do is this. Some words I would never use as a person. So if I would give you the perfect affirmation or an affirmation that I would say, I would use this, it might not resonate with you because maybe you don't speak like that, right? So I would say, how would you tell me, because you also spoke to me about it, or how would you tell a really good friend or maybe a family member, someone that you trust, that you like, that you love, how would you tell them that you sold a piece of land at a really good price? What words would you use? I think there's a lot of background noise. Life, people, life. There's a bird, and I think there's a plane now as well. Oh no, it's super bird, Grover. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I would do. Also, you don't have to stick to the same affirmation. I change things up. I switch things up. What I do suggest is that you either record it in your own voice or have me or someone else record it for you. I can do that as well. I will ask you for an exchange for that, but I can definitely do that as well. And then sleep with it on a loop. Listen to it while you're sleeping. This is so powerful. So I've been doing this for a couple of weeks already, and it started first with teachings from the council. They are my favorite teachers at the moment, together with some others. And I've been experiencing crazy shifts in how I am in the world, how I feel, how people around me are, which is logical because there's no one to change but self. And so the last couple of, I would say, weeks, like 2 weeks or so, I've been listening to self recorded affirmations. And what the interesting thing is, some affirmations I don't have any resistance to. And how do I notice? Because they just go in and I feel comfortable. Other affirmations, they come up in my dreams and they show me in my dreams that I have a resistance to them. And one example is I was in my dream, the affirmations came up that I was listening to. And there was one particular affirmation that I didn't want a certain person to hear. I was like, oh no, I hope they don't hear this affirmation because I was kind of embarrassed for it. And then when I woke up, I thought, that's interesting. all the other affirmations I was cool with that they would hear, but this particular affirmation, I was embarrassed for it in my dream. So I instantly knew, okay, there is still something in the person I choose to be, or chose to be, because maybe that was the last bit of it, who knows, that is uncomfortable and has resistance to that idea. So this is also when you will listen to certain affirmations, you might, like I cannot say that it will be 100% true for you because everyone operates differently, but you also might have it show up in your dream. And now, last night, I had a really interesting experience as well, which was I heard my best friend repeat my affirmations to a friend of hers. And I was like, she is saying the exact words that I'm saying to myself. That is what I was thinking in the dream. And then my realization in the dream was, oh, cool. This is birds before land. Because everything, I know, even in the dream state, I know everything comes from me and that everything is a symbol for my reality. So for you, Raisa, with regards to getting the best price, I can give you like an option. You could affirm to yourself like, I'm such a lucky person. I always get the best. And so you don't even have to make it about the price, right? Because when you start to affirm that you're such a lucky girl, then you're lucky in a lot of aspects. You're lucky in it selling in the time you want. You're lucky in the price that you will get. You're lucky in how wonderful. Wow, that's a lot of noise. How wonderful the people are that are buying this piece of land from you. At this very moment, I'm not so lucky with recording this video. But then again, there are no coincidences. So, yeah, I'm going to pause the recording for a second and I'll be back. Okay, it seems they stopped. So, that you're lucky. Another affirmation could be, or actually, it is an affirmation, but it's not. It's more like you're telling someone this. Oh my God, can you believe that I just sold the piece of land for the highest price? It's even higher than I expected. Which is another thing, right? You don't want to be attached to what the price is. You want the highest price. But what you could do is this. You could already say for yourself, what would be a price that I'm willing to sell for? And so you can state to yourself that you don't want any offers under this price so that you do have some direction. So you can already see and feel in this video that there's a lot of background noise and that there are so many options, and it depends on what feels good to you, and it can also change over time. So the moral of the story is already have an idea of how much you want, at least already know that it is a done deal, right? Because creation is finished. Creation is finished. You also have one more option that I can give you, and that is when you start to define yourself, like redefine yourself, how Bashar says, when you redefine yourself, when your consistency of self-definition changes, then you change and everything in your experience changes and even your DNA changes. But you can also start writing out, and this is just fun. It's a fun exercise because this is part of creation. Start to write out, who would I be if I would have shit tons of money? And so you can write that out. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be from the sales of the land. It could also come in a different way and the sales of the land, right? Because we want to keep all options open to flow large amounts of money to us. Because you think it will come through the land, and it very well possibly will. And there's even more. There's always an and there's always more, and you're allowed and deserve more. So you can start to script and write. Okay, so who is the Raisa that has shit tons of money? How does she walk? How does she dress? How does she behave? What are her mannerisms? How does she spend her mornings? Is she frantic? Of course, she's not frantic. Or is she super calm and confident? Does she go out every morning to have a coffee or tea or whatever in her favorite place? So play with these things as well. And then have the perfect affirmation for you for that time reveal itself to you. Because that can also be an intention. You hear there are a lot of options, dear Raisa, and I trust that there's something in here that is of value to you and anyone else who feels drawn or felt drawn to watch it. I am going to make myself a delicious drink before I'm going to the gym. If you would like to work personally with me, the options are listed down below. I only have one spot left for a one-on-one, so I'm coaching 2 people at the moment one-on-one for a longer period of time. We meet at least, well, the second girl now 2 times a week because we already did 4 times a week, then we went to 3 and now 2 because it's going really well and blah blah. And so we start with 4 weeks, 4 times a week, and if it goes so well, we can cut down the number of times. And there is a higher price to that, but not a super high price. It's like, yeah, it's ridiculously low actually. And yeah, it depends on how serious are you about making change. Yeah. But anyway, when you feel drawn to check it out, then check in the description box. And if not, all is well as well. And I will see you in the next. Peace.